everyone, myself Neha Shah from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Today I am going to explain you the topic variance and standard deviation from the unit of basic probability from the subject of probability and statistics. In the last session I had explained you the expectation or mean value. From this we can't define how much it will be there. So for that we will finding the variance and standard deviation. So defining this, the variance and standard deviation, variance is defined as a measure of how spread out the distribution of a random variable is known as variance. Now if we are writing the equation of variance of x, so it will returning as expected value of x minus mu whole square. Now here the value of mu will representing as the mean value. Now the next point is the standard deviation. Now what is standard deviation? If we are finding the square root of this variance, then it will defining as the standard deviation. So the positive square root of the variance is known as the standard deviation. Now if we are writing the equation of standard deviation, so it will returning as sigma x equals to under root of variance x, and its value will be under root of expected value of x minus mu whole. Now if the values tend to be concentrated near the mean, then we can say that it has a small value of variance, and if it will be far from the mean value, so we can say that the variance will be large. So from this graph you can see that if the value will deviate from mean is small, so we can say that the variance is small, and if it will be distributed far from the mean value, so we can say that the variance will be large. Now there are some theorems on variance. The first theorem is sigma square equals to expected value of x minus mu whole square. So this will be directly written as E of x square minus mu square. Or we can also say that E of x square minus expected value of x whole square. Here the term mu will representing as the mean value, means expected value of x. Now the second theorem is if c is a constant, then we can say that variance of cx equals to c square variance of x, because we have taken square value of expectation, right? So constant will be also considered as square value. So it will representing as c square into variance of x. Now the third theorem is the quantity E of x minus a whole square is a minimum when a equals to mu equals to E of x. Then next theorem is if x and y are independent random variable, then we can say that variance of x plus y is equals to, directly we can say that variance of x plus variance of y. Or also we can say that sigma x plus y square equals to sigma x square plus sigma y square. Now similarly if we are finding variance of x minus y, then it will representing as variance of x plus variance of y, or sigma x minus y square equals to sigma x square plus sigma y square. Why we are taking plus? Because we are taking square value, so minus square we will consider as plus. So here also we are taking the summation of variance of x and y. Now we are calculating some example. The first example is find the variance and standard deviation of a random variable of the density function of a random variable x is given by f of x equals to 1 by 2x, and the value of x will be in between 0 to 2. 0 otherwise. So for this, first of all we will finding the value of mean. Now what is the value of mean? Mean will be representing as mu is equals to E of x. Now what is the equation? Integration minus infinite to infinite x into f of x dx. Now in this we will putting the value of f of x. Now what is the value of f of x? F of x equals to 1 by 2x, and the range will change 0 to 2. So the term will be integration 0 to 2x into 1 by 2x dx. Now 1 by 2 is constant, so it will be outside of this integration, so the term will be 1 by 2 integration 0 to 2 x into x means x square dx. Now if we are integrating this term, so it will representing as x cube by 3, right? So the term will be like this, 1 by 2 x cube by 3, and the range will be 0 to 2. Now if I am simplifying this, then the higher range minus lower range form, so it will be representing as 1 by 2, 2 raised to 3 by 3. Now from this, it will giving you the final answer as 4 by 3. Now we have to find out the value of variance. Now what is variance? Variance of x equals to sigma square and its value equals to E of x minus mu whole square. Now mu means mean value, and as we have found the mean value equals to 4 by 3, so the term will be 4 by 3. So term will be representing as E of x minus 4 by 3 square. Now as you know that if I am finding the value of E of x, then the term will be integration minus infinite to infinite x into f of x dx. If it will be E of x. Now here the term is x minus 4 by 3 square. So instead of x, we will put in x minus 4 by 3 whole square into f of x dx. Now here we will put in the value of f of x. Now what is the value of f of x? F of x equals to 1 by 2 into x. And the range will be 0 to 2. So the term will be like this. Now if I am simplifying this term, so it will representing as 1 by 2 is constant, so it will be outside of this integration. Integration 0 to 2. Now if I am simplifying this term, so it will representing as a minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square, right? So the term will be x into x square minus 2 into 4 by 3 into x means minus 8 by 3x plus minus 4 by 3 square means 16 by 9 dx. Now if I am integrating this term, so it will give you the term as x into x square means x cube. The integration of x cube equals to x raised to 4 divided by 4 minus 8 by 3 x into x means x square. Its integration will be x cube by 3, and the last term is 16 by 9 only, so it will be considered as constant. So one's integration will be x. After integrating this term, we'll put in the range of it as 0 to 2. So after simplification of this term, it will give you the answer as variance of x equals to 2 by 9. Now we have to find out the value of standard deviation. Now what is the value of standard deviation? Its value will be under root of this sigma square. So if I am taking root of this, so its value will be root 2 by under root 9 means 3. So final answer will be under root 2 divided by 3. Now the next example is check whether the function f of x equals to mod of x for x in between minus 1 to 1, otherwise its value will be 0 is a probability density function. EPS, find the mean and variance. For this, first of all we have to check whether the given function is probability density function or not. So for that we are taking the equation as integration minus infinite to infinite f of x dx. This should be equals to 1. So first of all, if I am taking integration of this f of x dx, then its value should be equals to 1, right? So for that, first of all, if I am taking integration minus infinite to infinite f of x dx, then its value will be integration minus 1 to 1, because the range of x will be minus 1 to 1. So the term will be integration minus 1 to 1 mod of x dx. Now as you know that mod of x equals to x for 0 to 1, and its value will be minus x for the range minus 1 to 0. So we can say that from this we will directly write this equals to 2 times 0 to 1 x dx, right? Now if I am integrating this term, so it will representing as x square divided by 2, and the range will be 0 to 1. Now if I am putting this range over here, so the term will be 1 square means 1 minus 0 square means 0 divided by 2. So 1 minus 0 means 1 divided by 2. So 2 into 1 by 2, 2 will be cancelled out. So final answer equals to 1. And as you know that the integration minus infinite to infinite f of x dx equals to 1. So from this we can say that this function is probability density function. Now we have to find out the mean value of this. Mean equals to mu equals to E of x equals to integration minus infinite to infinite x into f of x dx, right? Now as you know that f of x equals to mod of x, and the range of integration is minus 1 to 1. So the term will be x into mod of x dx. Now if you will simplify this term, x is considered as odd function and mod of x will consider as even function. So overall answer will be odd function. So the simplification of this will representing as 0. So the mean value equals to mu equals to 0. Now we have to find out the value of variance. Now what is the value of variance? Variance of x equals to e of x square minus e of x whole square. So the term will be like this. E of x whole square means mu square equals to 0. Right? So the second term will become 0. So only one term will be there, e of x square. Now if I am taking x square, so the equation will be representing as integration minus infinite to infinite x square into f of x dx. Right? So instead of f of x, we will taking mod of x for the range minus 1 to 1. Now x square is also even term and mod of x is also considered as even function. So overall it will returning as x square into x means x cube and the range will become 0 to 1. So it will become 2 times. So the term will be 2 into integration 0 to 1 x cube dx. Now if I am integrating this term, so x cube's integration is x raised to 4 divided by 4 and the range will be 0 to 1. Now if I am putting this range over here, so 1 raised to 4 minus 0 raised to 4 means 1 minus 0 divided by 4 and 1 minus 0 means 1. 1 by 4 into 2. So final answer will be 1 by 2. So this way we can find out mean and variance of any probability density function. Thank you so much.